to this tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you the Photoshop, like introduction to a Photoshop. All right, now I'm going to locate the Photoshop. You might have been installed the Photoshop on your PC and been thinking and how can I use the Photoshop and the likes, you know. So I'm gonna, before we start tour on the Photoshop, I'm gonna say something about the Photoshop. And first of all, let me open the Photoshop. Come in. Think I have it on my PC here. All right. This is the Photoshop, and this is the screen that is gonna show on the Photoshop. All right. Now, like, let's talk about the brief about the Photoshop. Now, what is Photoshop? A Photoshop is a photo editing software, and it is a popular image changing software package. It was developed in 1987. So it's just a brief history about the Photoshop. It was developed in 1987 by the American brothers, which is called Thomas and John Knoll. John Knoll. You understand? These are the two American brothers that developed the Photoshop, which is the Photoshop. Now, there are two types of a graphic software. We have the vector graphics and the raster graphics. I'm just giving you the origin and the introduction, that the history of the Photoshop. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you around the Photoshop here. You can see that we have the file here, and we have the top. There's something we'll call, there are tools on the designs, which is on the workspace and interface. This is the interface of the Photoshop. We have the workspace and the interface. These are the interface as you are seeing it here. All right. Now, when you open the Photoshop, you're gonna see the interface like this, and we have the screen. We have the upper menu, which is this is the upper menu. You can see under the upper menu we have what is called the file. Under the file we can see, you know, all these things. Like if you want to open the new workspace, you can click on it or control N. You understand? And we also have the open. If you want to open a file from your folder from your PC, you can locate these ones. And also we have a browser in the bridge. We have the browser in the menu. We have the open as. You know, these are what is comprises on the file. Also we have the editing. Like under the editing, um what we have, we have the undo, we have the step forward, we have the step backward. All these things, they have their own functionality. Understand? And also we also have images. Yeah. So under the upper, like the upper menu, we have the images. Under the images we have the mode, we have the adjustments, we have the auto tones, we have the, and all that and all that. We're just trying to tell on there, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Also we have the layer. We have the layer. Under the layer, that is when you are designing on Photoshop, you're gonna be having some layers here, around here. Don't worry, this is just an introduction. I'm just trying to tell you around the Photoshop, you understand. And we have the new. Under the layer we have the duplicates, we have the deletes, we have the renames, and all that, and so on and so forth. And also we have the type. Yeah, we have the panel, we have the anti-alias, we have the orientations. All these have their own functionality. Understand? We have the select, we have the deselect, we have the reselect, we have the inverse, we have all the layers, and all that and all that. And we also have, under the top bar, we also have filter. We have the filter. Under the filter we can see things that are there. You can see it yourself: blur, this distorts, and noise. and so on. We also have a convert for smart filter and filter galleries and all that. All these have their own functionality. You understand? We also have fill. You see under the top bar we have the fill, we have the proof setup. Under the proof setup you also have some other sub functionalities, like, you understand. So these all have their own, and yeah, this is a very important aspect, which is the window. This is a very important aspect. There are some functionalities on the interface that you may not be seeing there, like a color now is being marked, it's been ticked here. You can see that this is the color that we have. If I unticked it, it's gonna off. You understand? But based on I've been ticked it, I've marked it, pop up the color. There are some functionalities you may not be seeing on the. Let's try one. Let's try one, like a brush now. Let me try the brush. It's going to appear. You can see. So it's appear here. You understand now. Now let me just try to hide it. Now there are some things here that you may not be seeing. On the interface. You just come to the windows and then trying to mark them, and then they're gonna pop up. You understand? So these are just an introduction to Photoshop, and we also have help. Maybe you are having the problems on your installations. You can mail them online, you can chat them online and the likes and all that. This is the where you can, if you are having a problem or issue on your Photoshop, this is where you can get them contacts on the Photoshop. You understand? Then there is other one. We have the sidebar. There are tools on the sidebar. you know this is move tools. We have the move tools when you are designing, designing a banner, or designing or editing a pictures of photos and all that. You can use this one to move those pictures around the workspace. You understand? And we also have what is called macro tools, rectangle macro tools. And under these macro tools, you can have some sub. You understand? We have sub. You can just click on the right when you are using the mouse. You can just right click on the mouse, and it's going to pop up the other views. You understand? And don't mind you, once you've done this, when you are now clicking on the other ones, it's going to be you're going to see another one, which is we have the magnetic laser. Under the magnetic laser, we also have, you right click again. You also have the lasso tools. This is the tools that you can use to to cut out the pictures from the backgrounds. Understand? We have the lasso tools, we have the polygonal lasso tools, we have the magnetic lasso tools. I like this magnetic lasso tools because when you are cutting a picture from a background, it's going to cut it well. It's going to, it's just a magnet. As you are tracing those lines, it's going to be magnetizing and following the rows, and it's very, very awesome and cool, man. Very, very awesome. And also we also have magic tools. Magic tools is just a tools you can also use uh to bring out the pictures from the backgrounds. You understand? When you have a quick tools, you can just try to align them, and it's gonna make it. These are just an introductions anyway. By the time we go on to this tutorial, I'm gonna show you on each of those functionalities as we proceed on the Photoshop. You understand? So don't be eager. Just stay tuned on this channel and try to help us to subscribe on this channel for more informations, and then for more these, because these are the things that help us and encourage us to do more of this video. You understand? And you also have the um sorry, we also have crop tools. These are the crop. The crop tools is just a tools that you can use to crop a pictures, to crop some things that you are designing on the your workspace and the likes. Then we also have the tools. We also have these tools, which is crop. Sorry, the eyedropper. Sorry, the eyedropper tools. These tools also have the sub other things like that. Like we have a ruler tools. We have the ruler. We want to bring out the ruler. We have the color sampler. We have the eyes drop tools. We have the node tools and all that. These have their own functionality because by the time we are going to be deal much on this Photoshop, you're going to know the functionalities of each of those tools. Do you understand? So we also have the spot healing. This tools is actually used to heal the pimples on the photo. Like when you are editing a photo, you can use it to heal some spots on the picture. After you've gotten the picture raw from the studio, you can use it to heal the spots you get. So these are the we also have the other ones like a red eye. If you want to try to treat the eye, and all these have their own functionalities as well. And don't let us waste our times. We also have the brush tools as well. The brush tools. The brush tools also has their own functionalities. The pencil to sketch, to draw, and the likes. And then we also have the stamp. We have the stamp like a clone stamp tools, a pattern stamp tools. All these have their own functionality because the time will not permit us to analyze each of them because it's going to take time, man. It's going to take time, but I'm just trying to give you the tools. It will not be good enough to just walk you around and tell you that this is just the interface of Photoshop and blah 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 blah. You understand? So it's not going to speak well, but I'm just trying to make them one after the other so you're going to know them. You understand? So we also have the history brush. The brush is also used to use some to draw some tools and then to also shade some workspace you are doing. Actually, we have eraser. Don't forget these things have the drop down arrow. Don't forget, and I say that if you want to get the drop down arrows, the drop down arrow actually means that there are other tools under the tools that you actually click here. Then by the time you now drag your the cursor to the to this drop down arrow, and then you press the right click, you're gonna see the other ones. You understand? So all those ones have their own drop down arrow. We also have like I said, we have eraser tools. It has its own drop down arrow as well. You can see the background eraser, magic eraser, and we also have fill. We call it fill. We have the gradients. We have the paint, pocket tools, and all these have their functionality. The gradient is just a tool that you can use to grade your colors. By the time you are designing, all this one is going to be used, and I'm going to show you that these are the things that we use. Understand? So we also have the blur tools when you want to blur some parts on your designing. Then we also have dodge tools. All these have their own functionalities. This is the color. You can see the color here. They have their own functionalities. You understand? Like also we also have this is the left bar, and we also have the right bar. Under the right bar we have some other functionality like we have the history, we have the property. Under the property, then we also have the brush. These are the brush, like different brush. They have different brush. Then we also have other ones. We have a brush. as well. The level of brush that you want, whether is you want the one that is very thick, you want the lighter one, you want something like this. So they have different. Then this is the character. You understand? Like a character is the text you get, the paragraph, the characters, and many other things. So we have the under the characters, under the text, we have the where you can select all those tools there. You understand? Then we have the paragraph. Paragraph, like put it on the center text, put it on the left align, then justify last left, justify last centered, justify last right, justified all. They have their own differences and all. And don't forget that on the window we have other tools that you can bring up to this interface. You understand? Like we have a note now. I open the notes. This is the note here. So I've opened it now. We have another one here, which is notes. So like that is gonna be what? It's gonna be adding it, adding it, adding it, adding it till you reach to the down. Understand? But we only pick up the one that I need for the moment. You understand? So I think I'm done. Now this one is the color. We have the color, we have the swatches, different colors that you want. What's the different color that you want? You understand? Different color. You see? Different color. Yeah. Yeah. These are the different color, man. So, and we also have there's some extension at the bottom here. We have the hyperlink. We have the link where you can link layer. We have the add a layer style. We have the add a mask. When you are designing, all these things you're gonna understand them. I'm gonna show you. Then we have the create a new fill and adjustment layer. We also have creating a new group. Like I said earlier that we have the layers. So we have the layers, we have the group. When you are designing, you can have your group and create a layer, create a layer text separately, create a layer 2 separately, create a layer picture separately, and then you now group ones that are alikes together. So that is why the Photoshop is unique, and it's actually very, very interesting. And we also have a create a new layer, and we have a delete layer. So all these things, they are just an introductions to a Photoshop. Introduction to what? A Photoshop. I hope you understand uh the this tutorial. You understand? And I will advise you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel the more, and like, share our video, and then you're gonna learn the Photoshop within the couple of days, couple of weeks. You're gonna know it. You understand? It's very, very simple. You just try to put you through on some things and all that. You understand? So this is just an introduction to a Photoshop. I believe you understand and you're able to get one or two things on this Photoshop. I'm gonna see you in the next tutorial. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.